Thanks to everyone who have subscribed. If you have not, please do. And thanks for coming out here. I really appreciate you. Oshiomhole became a political thug as soon as he became APC chairman. Obaseki explains the reason for Oshiomole's downfall. Hey, my dear, good morning, good afternoon, good reason. I want to say very big thank you to you. Thank you for helping us, for being there. We really appreciate you. We say thank you so much. Please don't forget to give us a thumbs up and to subscribe if this is your first time. Yes, Governor Gordon Obaseki, once a very close friend to the person of Adams Oshiomhole, is speaking with regards to Adams Oshiomhole. He said, you see, this man Oshiomhole was once a good friend, and to tell you the truth, Gordon Obaseki was Oshiomole's best man for his wedding to his second wife. His first wife died from cancer, very big, blow and, something that really affected him. That was the wife of his youth. But I mean, when the wife died, he had to marry somebody else, you see. Guess what? Governor Gordon Obaseki was his best man in that wedding. That was how close they were. He served with Oshiomhole in his 8 years in office, and Oshiomhole attests to the fact that the success of his administration is largely God and Obaseki. That Obaseki is an investment banker, is somebody who knows how money works. He was there to set up all the banks. He was there to make sure that things were rolling, and the praises and the things he got from office was because Obaseki supported him and gave him some directions on how to, rule, and how to effectively manage. But guess what? When Gordon Obaseki became the governor, he wanted to become a godfather, which Obaseki rejected him. And there comes the fallout. Obaseki was not explaining. He said Oshiomhole was never like this. Once upon a time, he was a calm man you can have a reasonable discussion with. His head became really lifted when he was exalted to APC chairman, and he was whining and dining with president and the likes. And before you know it, nobody could speak to him. You say A, you've offended him. You say B, oh, me, do you know you are talking to? You say C, you are done for. That was the reason. He said he became a political bully when he became the APC chairman. Hence, before then, he was not like that. Let's get on to the news and get all the details. Mr. Governor Gordon Obaseki, the Edo State Governor, the candidate of the People Democratic Party in the forthcoming governorship election 10 days from today, said some major words to politicians about his subordinates, a former national chairman of the All Progressive Congress (APC), Adams Oshiomhole, his first term in office, and others. Why the people of Edo State should re-elect you. Why should the people of Edo State re-elect you as the governor? When I came into office, I have a social contact with my people. And the underlying principle of that contact is to work for them and protect their best interest, to put their interest, yearning, and aspiration first, and not undermine their values at all. The focus of my administration for the past 3 years and 9 months I have in office, by the grace of God, the Almighty, and the support of my people, was to do my best to the interest of the people, everyone, not for a few people. It is consequence to all this that I believe that my people have rallied in great numbers to support me, giving me the assurance that they would troop out in mass to re-elect me as governor come September the 19th, 2020. You were said to have supervised the alleged act of vandalisms at the State House of Assembly, said it is wanted when they wanted to remove you. What did you do? Did you do that? First and foremost, you said to recognize the separation of power between the legislative and the executive. So it is wrong to give the impression that it was the executive that took decision for the legislative. Long before those individuals whose seats had been declared vacant made the lawless move to try to sabotage a coup, the lawless the lawmakers had long moved their seats to the old legislative chamber as a result of the need of the maintenance of the Oshiomhole complex. It was perhaps because the complex was inactive due to the fact that maintenance was slowly beginning that these individuals tried to carry out the disgraceful act to democracy. That would probably be the reason why the legislators accelerated the process of renouncing the place to provide such legislative activity. When I became governor, we had an understanding of how things should be run in the state. We agreed to put an end to the non state actors in revenue collection. These persons had been harassing women in markets, taxi drivers. We had young men who didn't respect the enoges or the traditional rulers, who took laws into their hands, who sold piece of land to 3 5 people and caused a whole lot of problem. They went about with guns and constituted nuisance to the environment. So these people came and promised these young men lots of jobs abroad, only for the young men to make journey to Europe through Libya and the Mediterranean seas. And many of them lost their lives in the process and did not go anywhere. I said this cannot continue. This cannot be the way of life. We needed to change the status quo. So I started with, first of all, removing thugs from the street, stop harassment of market women and other people in the states. This very singular act I did not only just affect the people that were out of street, but their principals, those who used them to get into government powers and seats. They began to fight me and they said I took bread out of their mouth. They said I did not give them contract. And Oshomole said I was no longer listening to him when he became APC chairman and wanted to choose everyone in the board. He wanted to put people in office, people that were loyal to him. I said, no, I'm the one in office. Let's pick people that will work with the government, same mindset, same alike. Let's come together. I can tell you, I swear to God and my people, that whatever I did was for the good of Edo State people. I can tell you, if we had followed with the suggestion of Adams Oshomole, nothing will be done. Nothing will be done. Again and again today, go and ask pensioners in Edo State. They are happy. They go about their business. They are younger than they were when the time of other government and administration. They go about Ring Road on black clothes and placards saying they want their payment. All they were crying for night and day. Our parents' age, crying, old people that have families just for their money to be paid. Don't forget, some of these ones have responsibility, taking care of their grandchildren, making sure they go to school, even still taking care of their children because there were no jobs. I went in and I brought in investors who have also, we've worked together to bring in the Edo State modern refinery to create jobs for our children who are coming out of school so that they can be safe and have gainful employment that will take them away from every form of evil thinking, idle, and armed robbery to make our environment safe. Have I done anything wrong by making Edo State a better place for the people? My people, this is Governor Gordon Obaseki speaking, saying Oshomole became a bully when he became the governor. Leave us a thought. God bless you. Bye for now.